Hello. Hello. Good day. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon for wherever you're joining me from. So if you can hear me, just type one in the comments. We're right here on time. It's good to have some people already here. Welcome. More people will join. We just have a few minutes to go before it's 8 o'clock, and we're starting at exactly 8 o'clock. All right. Right on time. Let's have some music. Okay, Virtual Growth Lab says can't wait. Yay! So we just have a few. It's good to have you here, Virtual Growth Lab. Yes. We just have a few minutes to go, 3 minutes, and we kick off at exactly 8 o'clock. So if you're watching this, maybe not live, you just came on and you started watching. Click the live icon you see on your screen so that you meet us ahead. Unless you're watching it as a replay. Okay. So 8 o'clock we start. At 8 o'clock we start. The emails will be going out now, so people will be joining any moment. Emails are going out, SMS going out. Hello, good day. It's good to have you here. Please, as you join, just let me know where you are joining me from, your location. I'm in Abuja, Nigeria. Let me know where you're joining from. Where are you? And also let us know what you do. Are you a consultant? Are you a coach? Industry leader, expert? Let's know what you do. Let's just hear it and let's know the location you are joining from. I hope. Oh, good. So that I was going to ask if I was audible, if people could hear me. So Luatosi, thank you for that comment. That just proved that you could hear me. Thank you. Tosi from Akure, it's good to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to see. We'll have more people join us. We just have a few. Oh, good. We just have 1 minute to go and we kick off right away. Welcome, welcome, welcome. While that is, let me go put up this music. Aha. So, okay, Tosi Akure says, I'm a content writer, hoping to set up my virtual academy soon. Yay! That's amazing. That's amazing. It's good to have you here, Tosi. It's good to have you. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. All right, your virtual academy. Brilliant idea, brilliant choice. It's good to have you here. So we have more people joining, and more will join as we go. 8 o'clock. We're kicking off right away. So let me just find my slides. If you're just joining, please go ahead and let us know where you're joining from, your location, and let's know what you do. Are you a coach, expert, consultant, industry leader? Just type in the comments and also mention your location. All right. So I'm just going to find my slides now and shoot it up on the screen. Share screen. Mm-hmm. So if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at my phone. All right. It's because I'm looking at the comments over here on my phone. So this is where I'll be able to see your comments. On the screen here is where I'll be presenting my slide from. But here, if you see me looking this way, it means I'm looking at our comments. More people are joining us. Welcome. It's good to have you all here. All right. So I'm going to go full screen. Now, just a few things to let us know as we get started. All right. If you are viewing this on your phone, just so you can have the best view, follow these instructions. Just tap your screen. When you tap your screen, you see some icons pop up. Touch the one at the top right hand settings icon. Go over to quality. Select quality, then select higher picture quality, which is the second option there. And you have a better output on your phone to view this workshop more clearly. You know how it is now, you're viewing on your phone, so maybe squinting. All right. So just so that it will have it will show up better on your phone. Can we see my screen? Something. Let me know if you can see my screen. Just type one in the two. We've used one already. Type two in the comments if you can see my screen. The slides are on the screen right now. Can you see it? Can you see it? Feedback. Welcome everyone. Welcome. If we're gonna, oh, Oluwatosi says no. Okay, let's do something. I'm going to do it again. Um, See it now? Can you see it now? Put this off. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. It seems we're having a little bit of an issue with the screen. With you see my screen. Let me take this off. Stop screen. I'll share it again. Please let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where your location, where you're joining me from. Please, let's know. Okay. Oh, it's blank, just dark. Okay, so let me do it again. Share screen. Share screen. Oh, good. I can see it on my phone here. That means you should be able to see it now. I tried it again. Cindy, Imo State, welcome. It's good to have you here. So, can you see it now? I am seeing it here, so I had to refresh my own screen and try it again. But I hope you can see. So, type 2 in the comments if you can see my screen. We're kicking off right now. Type 2, Oluwatosi. Awesome. I love you. Thank you for thank you for the feedback. Yay, it's on now. Awesome. Awesome. So good evening, everyone. Good day. Welcome and welcome to today's workshop on how to structure your coaching or consulting business to attract more high-paying clients. It's good to have you here, and I believe we're going to have an amazing evening, amazing session tonight. Today, wherever you're joining me from. So, good. Cindy says I can see your screen clearly. Awesome. So I'm just gonna, don't worry, I'll introduce myself as we go. Or we're going to have the best time here. T Diction Academy, Abuja, welcome. It's good to have you here. So we kick off right away. Everything is in order. Now, I'm going to be describing who is here. If you see yourself in any of these descriptions, any of these sentences, please just mention that's me. All right? Don't worry, no judgments. You are in the right place. That's why I called you here. That's why you're here to learn, and I'm here to give you the best I can regards this topic. All right, how to structure your coaching or consulting business to attract more high paying clients. So if you can also put in the comments, let me know what you do. Are you a coach, consultant, expert? Let's know what you do. T Diction Academy, I'm guessing what you do is about helping people with their addiction and all of that. So we're going to get started right away. Is this you? You are phenomenal at what you do as an experienced coach, expert, consultant, or industry leader. And you have helped clients in the past achieve amazing results. But you're at that point in your business where you want more high paying clients, more revenue. Is that you? Drop in the comments. You've done an amazing job. You've you've raised your business to this point, but you're at the point where you are like, I need more high paying clients. I don't want the ones who keep complaining that they don't have money. I want the ones who are ready to invest. You want more high paying clients, you want more revenue. Is that you? Say that's me. Is this you? You show up consistently online to sell your high ticket offer, all right? To sell your premium offers, to sell your offers basically. But you keep attracting the exact people you don't want. This has affected the way you sell to the point that you find yourself always slashing prices, always offering scholarships, always offering discounts, and all of that. Is that you? You're just attracting the same people. You always have objections. They always say, I'll get back to you. They never want to pay. And you know it's because of money. You keep attracting those kind of people who cannot even afford your offers. All right. And because of that, you find yourself discounts, giving discounts. And when you give discounts, you attract more people who want discounts. And because of that, you're wondering, is this my business? Is this business going to rely on discounts? Is this what we came here to do? You know? Next thing, you're offering scholarships. Scholarships that you know that it's not putting anything in your pocket. Instead, you giving back. Even if you give scholarship to, they don't show up. You know, all of that. I see this a lot. So that's why it's easy for me to describe it because it's happening a lot in our system. All right. If that's you, you can drop in the comments, say that's me. Is this you? The strategies you've applied in the past have tried. They have brought you to this point. But you know they lack the capacity to take you to the next level of growth that you desire this year, next year, all right, for the rest of this quarter, all right, and even the upcoming year. You know that this thing you have been doing, these strategies that worked years back, are not the strategies that are expected to work now. Things are changing, and you know that these things lack the capacity to take you to that next level. You've outgrown some kind of strategies. Is that you? Is this you also? You need direction on what to do because you know that those strategies won't yield you the results that you desire. So you are seeking deeper insights from someone who has been around, someone who understands what you're experiencing and knows exactly how to lead you right, especially as it pertains to your expertise, your specific expertise. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, if what you do is consulting, whatever space you are in, you just need somebody who understands the market and can help point you right and tell you, this thing you're doing, maybe this doesn't work anymore. Let's try something else. Are you that person? Drop in the comments. Cindy says that's me. Awesome. Let's have more reactions. Oh. I'm not just here to talk. Oh. Please drop your comments. Let me know who is here. Like I said, this is a no judgment zone where whatever it is I mentioned here, these are things I've also been through. These are things I've had clients go through, so I can totally resonate. All right, I can totally relate with all the things I'm mentioning right here. All right. So tonight I'll be sharing with you 3 powerful secrets that will, one, transform your perspective to high ticket selling. Two, help you attract the best clients, and I mean high paying clients, clients who are ready to invest, people who will pay you whatever your price is. I don't care what your price is. I don't care. You will be able to attract those kind of clients. All right. Without you having to overly convince them or respond to a gazillion objections. You know those people that will enter your DM and tell you, my dog ate my wallet, my this thing. There's always an excuse. And it's almost like you're the one forcing your offer on them. It's as if they don't want it, but you're forcing them to have it. We're not talking about those kind of people. We're talking about people that you easily attract, not pursue. People you will attract, who are willing to pay you whatever your price is. No matter how high your fee is, they will be willing to pay. All right? These 3 secrets will enable you multiply your revenue easily and consistently without you multiplying the work that you do. It's important that I add that, all right? The essence for what I do is not to help people multiply their work. It's not to give you more work to do. You only have 24 hours a day. If there's anything my mission is to help you reduce the work that you do. So it's about us streamlining to the most important specific things you should be doing, not doing everything in the book and then getting no results. Let's dial in on the most important things that you may be missing out. That's what the session will help you realize. All right, so again, I would like to welcome everyone here. My name is Amber Eyanga Jakaye. If you're just meeting me for the first time, welcome. All right, what I do is I help coaches, experts, consultants, and industry leaders to sign on more premium clients easily without the hustle or overwhelm. All right, so I help you multiply your revenue, I help you streamline your processes, optimize your flow, get the best out of what you're doing with minimal work, without overworking yourself, without overwhelming yourself, help you multiply that revenue. The whole idea is that I don't want I don't want a situation, and this is what drives me because it's what I also suffered. I don't want a situation where you put in so much effort and you yield zero results, or you yield next to nothing. All right. If you've been around, if you've worked so hard, if you've invested in yourself, if you've done a lot, impacted lives to get to the point you are, you should be rewarded. And by being rewarded, I mean you should be paid well. All right. So if there's anything I'm set out to do, is to help the best professionals out there, the best coaches, the best experts to be well compensated for the work that they do. All right. Now, a bit of my story. All right. A bit of my story. I saw my first premium offer in 2020. And at that time, about 7 people paid for it. It was an offer going for 180K as of 2020, COVID year. I sold it at that price and 7 people paid me. But guess what happened after that? When that happened, I went back to my comfort zone. I went back to my safe zone. Now, you'll be wondering why, how? Because I felt like my business wasn't fully equipped for this thing I just sold. I sold it, 180K, people paid, 7 people. For me, it was a first test. This was me who was selling things at 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira. You know, that was the cap, 15,000 naira. Then, then that was, at that point, my coach was able to guide me to the point that I was able to sell an offer for 200K. But there was something wrong with my mind. I could do it. I sold to 7 people. Maybe I should have used that to go again, to like champion myself to keep going. But I chickened out. It was more about imposter syndrome. It was more like me feeling like a fraud. I felt like I couldn't handle this. They've paid me. What am I supposed to do with it? Hey, they've paid me 180K. That means, how do I deliver this? Hey, that means I have to give them more work. I have to give them more videos to watch. I have to, show them that they paid, since they paid big money, they will collect big, big impact. So for me, big impact for me was to the point that everything was so complex. Everything I taught them was complex, complicated, overwhelming for them, and for me, the coach. So this was both sides overwhelmed, just because I was trying to prove myself, just because I was trying so hard to justify the money people had just paid me. Imposter syndrome, just because my mind was kept lying to me that I could not handle this. And yeah, how did I run? Through the process, about 7 people who paid, like I said. After a while, as it kept going, a lot of them dropped out. They just quietly didn't stop showing up for training. And for me, that was even justification that, yes, Amber, you are really a fraud. Imagine, this was me that had been around since 2016. I started coaching from 2016. And 4 years later in 2020, I was already telling myself that, chat, you messed up. What did you just do? But you know one thing, one person stayed to the end of that program. If for anything, I feel that one person helped me, helped me rethink how I felt about what I was doing. Her name is Chichi. She followed through to the end of that program. And for me, that was like, if this person trusts me enough to stay to the end, then I have a lot to prove here. I put my heart into it. I put my back into making sure Chichi got results. But well, the program ended. Of course, results don't really happen instantly, especially if you are in our field. It's not instant. Things take time. And I had forgotten about it and moved on to status school. Went back to selling for 5,000 naira offers and 10,000, 15,000. That was it. Then a few months later, I reached out to Chichi, or she was one who reached out, and we started chatting. And she was like, the chat got to the point that she started updating me about what she was doing at that time, what she was now doing. And this was our chat. She said, Amber, I now earn $14,000 a month. I cannot believe it. Wait, I said, wait. She said, what? And she goes on to tell me, I feel like I don't deserve it. I punch myself, I feel like an imposter. Do you notice something similar to what happened to me? Anytime you see yourself stepping to a point where progress is happening, the imposter comes in and tells you you're a fraud, tells you that you can't deserve it. If you've ever witnessed that, say, let's see it in the comments. It usually happens. That's the imposter syndrome. That's the imposter. His job is to tell you you are a fraud, you don't deserve it, other people deserve it more than you are nothing, tell you everything to belittle you. And I go on and I'm asking, no, 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 give me the details. You're kidding me. And she tells me because it was only one webinar. She did not believe it. At the end of that project, everyone, at the end of that course, that 180K course, since she was the only one who stayed to the end, she took it to the end, and that was kind of like her capstone project. That was what she was supposed to do finally. One webinar. She said it was only one webinar and a few months of certification that landed me this job. That was as far back as when? If I chat Chichi today, I'm sure she's earning far more than this now. Do you see what happened there? This is somebody that she just did what she was asked to do to the end, followed through with the process, and she eventually got results. She got results because inside that project she carried out, there was a client right there who reached out to her and said, "We'll need you. That thing you talked about, I think you know what you're doing. Let's invite you in." And they invited her into their place of work to come do some stuff for them. They paid about $2,000. After she did that, they called her again. At the time when Chichi and I were discussing, she was already earning $14,000. I wonder what she's earning right now. If I do ask her, I'm sure it is way higher than this. Well, you know the interesting thing, even after all of that happened, I still lack the strategy because for me, yes, Chichi, but how can I replicate this for other people? Now, everything, I was still doing my status quo, 5K offers, 10K offers, just sticking to what I knew how to do best and not trying pushing my luck again. Then 2 years later, my husband and I moved to Dubai. All right, we relocated there. We were in Dubai for about 20 months, about 1 year and almost 2 years, basically. And when that happened, if you know Dubai, you know it's an expensive country, far more expensive than Nigeria. Well, arguably not because Nigeria is currently very expensive, you know. All right, so we moved there to Dubai, and for me, it was like this income that I'm earning here, these 5K offers I'm selling, it can't work, not in this kind of country. Income had to shift. I knew it. I can't keep doing this. Bills, rent, the cost, everything you want to you can't even compare. All right. I knew that Amber is either you go dust your CV and look for a job, or I don't know what will happen. I had to tell myself the truth because was left with those two choices. One, dust your CV because I don't know what you're doing here. It was dust your CV or or fix whatever it is you are doing that you are calling yourself a coach. All right. Now, at that point, there were a lot of questions in my head. The imposter came again. You think you can do it? Okay, let me ask you, who will buy? If you want to improve what you are doing, who will pay you better? Who is the person? What? And then a lot of questions because for me it was like you can't keep selling things for 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. No, they can't sustain you. You have to think about how to move to the high ticket model. That is at least something that can get you started in a country like Dubai. And so these were the questions. Imposter syndrome came again. What should I do? What kind of offer should I create? Would they buy? What do people who pay premium? What do they want to pay for? Can my audience afford it? I still had an audience of about how many people? Can they afford premium offers? What is the process to selling premiums? This is the time where I'm asking myself the real questions I should have asked in 2020 because I wanted to be able to back my new decision. All right, should I go viral? Is this how they attract premium? Will people still buy? Should I do freebies? What kind of funnel should I follow? What should it be? Should I follow the same thing I did the last time? Should I change it? There were a lot of questions in my head, confusion. But in the midst of that confusion, some people just go back and forget about it. But for me, when you're in the middle of this, it's either you go back to Pharaoh or you go front to the promised land. For me, I was not going back to Pharaoh because Pharaoh will not pay my bills. Going back to 5,000 naira offers will not pay my bills. So it was about let's go to the promised land. It's either it happens or it does not, or it happens. So I'm going to go forward. I'm going to sell a premium offer. And I'm going to trust that people will pay me because I've paid my dues. I've been around. I have helped people in this industry. It's about time I got paid. So what did I do? I launched an offer for 350K. That was a lot of guts. I launched this offer for 350K. And what happened? Um, this was a chat I had with somebody, and when we're talking about it, was a client of mine, and I told her, when I sold Maximize, the name of the offer I launched was called Maximize. It's called Maximize because I still have this offer. I sold Maximize for 100 for 350K. My body was shaking. She was laughing because she was about to launch her own premium offer. So this was her laughing at the chat, me telling her, just telling her that fear is part of the process. You'll be afraid. Something you've never done before, don't worry. You will shake. It's okay to shake. Hey, what happened? Just shake and do it afraid. That's what you just need to do. Do it, follow key fundamentals, and do what you have to do. Now, outside of that, even when I put out that offer, do you think those questions didn't come up? Do you think the poster didn't come? But I knew it was promised land we go. This is it. We're facing front. We're not going back there. And the interesting thing is that things started shifting. For some reason, it felt like my audience who were willing to pay me higher they were in my crowd, right there in my audience. They were right there waiting for me, but I didn't know. I was neglecting them and trying to sell them quick fixes, trying to sell them mini offers. They were right there in my audience, but I took it for granted. I did not realize. And for some of us here, it may be that we're still playing little, forgetting that there are people in our audience right now who need us to play higher. But no, we have kept ourselves to play little. We've kept ourselves listening always to the imposter. If there's anything this workshop should do for you, it should help you understand. It should help you see yourself differently and should help you elevate your positioning. All right? Elevate your thinking to see that people will pay you. People will pay you. All right? Now, what happened? It started happening for me. People started paying me. From 350K offers, people started saying, okay, Amber is ready for us now. Next thing, people are reaching out, asking for help with this and this. And these are payment notifications I started receiving. Me, how? You can see them 7 figures, 6 figures, name it. People pay me via Stripe, convert all of this to Naira, even at the time. It was a lot of money. Talk less of now. This is what started happening in my business. And at this point, validation was real because it was much more than me collecting money. It was more about me knowing that now I am better equipped to carry what I'm about to do. I'm better equipped with the strategies I need to help these people. Because in all of those questions that kept on coming up, it was me finding answers. It was me knowing that I didn't want to repeat the same thing that happened in 2020. Now, when this started happening, people started paying me premium, pay me lots of money to work with me. I said, okay, this is me. How about I test it now with the clients that sign up with me? Let me help them also earn premium. Let me validate this. It happened for Chichi, maybe by luck, maybe by chance. Let me apply known strategies that I have developed now and try with new people, replicate it over and over again and be sure of what actually works. So this time around, I tested the same strategies that I used for my own business. I tried it with my clients. And this time around, in a more structured and effective way. And the results started speaking for themselves. These are screenshots from clients, commending me, grateful for helping elevate them beyond just what they were managing before, the kind of offers they were selling before, people selling. See, this one here says, she was in church, the credit alert came from the client she's closed, that week. She gave the client the payment plan, the client accepted. She didn't even haggle, the client didn't haggle the price. Imagine her receiving this alert while she was in praise night. Her dance just increased tempo. This was somebody who was not even attracting any clients. Talk less of now, they are paying her deposit of 261K. That for her was a big deal. And it will be for a lot of people here who are still trying to manage 10K, 5K. In this economy, it can't work. As long as you are in this workshop, you should start seeing things differently. It can't work. 5K offers, unless you are an influencer, unless you have crowd. So 5K offers and you sell it to like 5,000 people. We're talking. But if you are here and you don't have crowd, you are not a celebrity, you are not an influencer, then you have to ask yourself some deep questions. Will 5,000 naira or 10K, all those ones, would they sustain me in this economy? Should you just pack your load and go and look for a job? If you really mean this business, you have to be thinking about positioning yourself for the people who are willing to pay you. This was another chat. Don't worry, I'll tell you a bit about our story as we go on. Her first payment at 350K coming in. These are people just like you and I. We just have our expertise. We just need to position it in front of the right people. Now, this Zoe, another client, all right, who increased her fees. Don't worry, we'll step into talking more about her even as in the next slide. Increased her fees and became booked out. Imagine some people will be afraid that if you increase your fee, you will not see clients. She increased fees and she was fully booked. All right. And we can go on and on. Let me proceed. This was okay. People, of course, this person talking about how our mindset has shifted. You know, this I just threw out my offers as we speak. And that's the interesting thing when people meet me. When they meet me and they see where I'm going with my message, you know, what I'm trying to teach them, for them, they realize that they look back and look at the things they've been doing and they realize that, oh my God, I've been messing up. Amber, you just, and that's the idea. I shift your perspective. Even if there are things you've heard before, you will hear it from me differently tonight. All right. This client of mine, see, 1,050,000, how do they call it? 50K, 1.5, 1,050,000, yes, let's call it that. In one day, payments are coming through her coaching in one day. We'll step further to explain her story. So this client of mine, all right, when she signed up to work, you know how people show up online? They are very good at what they do. They are on they are well, publicized. They are on newspapers and all of that. But only at the behind the scene that they're not really making money. Meaning that they've not positioned themselves well to attract the kind of clients who will pay them. So these clients reached out to work with me and we did some work together. And it's interesting how I love her dedication. She followed through my process till the end. And all of these payments you see on the screen came in one day. This is somebody who, if you look at her followers, she doesn't have up to 3,000 followers. I don't think so. Doesn't have an email list, doesn't have a website, doesn't have any of those abracadabra things we see out there. Yet she was able to have this kind of results in one day. This was just one day, talk less of the other days. Now, after working with this client, the day these results came in, she sent me a message. She said she just sent me a screenshot of the payment, and I was already jumping around my house. I was so excited for her. It did not stay up to how many minutes. The next message came in. Amber, another payment. If you go to my Instagram page, you see her testimonial is pinned on my page. All right, so this is not any fluke. This is real. All right. Not too long after the third payment came in, all of these payments came in even less than an hour. Even she could not believe herself. All right. Now, this is not anything close to MLM or anything like that. It's not get rich quick schemes or no. We're talking about positioning yourself right with the skill that you have, with the knowledge and expertise that you have, and getting seen by the right people who are willing to pay you premium. For this client, her fee, first time she was charging premium, 350K, and she had clients pay her. Did she deliver? Of course. What's most important is that one day she did not believe she could see clients who pay her, and another day she was attracting them like clockwork. Easy. That's the power of positioning. This is another client of mine who threw out her old offers. She told me, Amber, I'm throwing out my old offers as we speak. This was somebody where she would size people up and look at them and say, this one cannot pay. No, let me just charge this 175, 10,000, 15,000. This one doesn't look like they can pay. And just by listening to me, she threw out her old offers and she increased her fee to 100K. All right. After a while, she reached out again. She said, Amber, you know what? Even at 100K, I'm getting overbooked. I'm increasing it to 200K. And she goes, even at the 200K, she gets overbooked still. This client, as I speak today, the other day, I saw a notification on that she shared about a client paying her 1.5M. That is growth. This was somebody who was pitying people and saying 7.5. Now attracting clients who are paying her in 7 figures. That's the power we're talking about. And many of the things I'm talking about with regards to these people are things, these people are not magicians or they are people like you and I. We just have expertise, but we are not able to show it to the right people. And that's what we're going to learn tonight. I want you to take a moment and imagine what your life would be like if you were to start attracting a steady flow of premium clients into your business within the next 3 months. Yeah, like I said, it's not a get rich quick scheme. Just if you follow certain principles and fundamentals within the next 3 months, you should start seeing results. You should start seeing results. I want you to imagine what your life and business would be like if you were attracting clients who are willing to pay you 6 figures, 7 figures, even to the point of, retainership. They just keep paying you and paying you and paying you. What would your life be like? Would you travel to that country you've always wanted to travel? What would you buy for your mom? What kind of vacation will you take? What would you buy for your kids? Maybe you're planning to change your children's school. What will you be able to afford? Maybe you're trying to change the location you live in. What are those things you desire? Maybe you're trying to buy yourself something good to appreciate yourself for the work you've put in for the number of years you've been around. Maybe you want to start that new course. Maybe there's just something you want to do. Maybe you want to bless somebody. There's just something you want to do, but you've not been able to do because of money. Where is that money supposed to come from? It's supposed to come from your gift. Your gift should make way for you. So if you have gifts right now and it's not making way for you, then we have to look at what is going wrong. Your gift is not the problem. It's how you're presenting it. It's how you're attracting the people who would pay you a good amount for that gift you are exchanging. We cannot steal from people. We cannot go and rob somebody and collect money. That's not what we do here. So you should be able to use your value and exchange it for money. And if that is not happening right now in your business, that means there's something that needs to be done. And I thank you for making it here because you'll be identifying the exact things you need to shift to help you take your business to that level that you desire. That's what's going to happen tonight. The secrets I'm going to share with you, those 3 secrets, will take you closer to your dream. Those things you want to do. These 3 secrets will take you closer to that. Just as it did for me, just as it did for my clients. Trust me, it works. All right. Now, after this workshop, you will discover 3 overlooked secrets that are guaranteed to enable you to attract premium clients, high-paying clients to your coaching or consulting business easily. Are you ready? Drop it in the comments. Are you ready to hear them? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Are you ready? Let me know that I'm not just talking to the wall. I'm talking to human beings who are listening to me, who are partaking in this actively. Are you ready? Are you ready? Drop it in the comments. Just type yes. Yes, I'm ready. All of that. And while we are at that, please feel subscribe to my channel. All right. I drop videos often. All right. Limit all distractions and please pay attention. Are you ready? Are you ready? Just drop it in the comments. Say yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Dorcas says yes, very ready. Jane says yes, yes. So Uni says yes, ma'am. All right. Absorbent Mind Montessori Education Consultant says, so how does one, don't worry, we're getting into it, don't worry. All right, Oluwatosi says yes. Adeleke Damilola says a big yes. Amazing. I love you all. Thank you. So let's dig in. Let's dig in. Secret 1, Stella says yes. Awesome. Secret 1, sell this, not that. Sell this, not that. Now you're wondering, what's this? What's that? Okay, let's find out. Now, I want to ask us a question here. What was the first thing that came to mind when you thought about selling to premium clients, high-paying clients? You see me mention premium, high-paying, ready to invest, high tickets. We're talking about the same people. People who are willing to pay premium, who are willing to pay you more money. All right, so tell me, what kind of questions came on your mind, or what kind of thoughts did you have on your mind when you decided to sell to the premium market? What kind of fears, what kind of questions? Just drop it. There's no right or wrong answer. All right, what kind of thoughts came to mind? Butchery Business Institute says yes. Zani Up says yes. The enthusiast, nice, says yes. All right. So tell me, everyone here, tell me what was the first thing that came to mind when you thought about selling to the premium market. I'll be seeing your comments. Drop them in the comments. Hafsa says yes. Olayinka says to offer quality service. Awesome. Quality. I like that. Emphasis on quality. Yes. Jane says, would they pay? Exactly, Jane. That's the question. Oh, if you want, if I put this thing at this price, will people pay 500K? Will people pay? Hey, how do I do it? So drop in the comments. Women's Growth Channel says yes. Awesome. So drop in the comments what questions came to mind. What were the thoughts on your mind when you thought about paying and selling to premium markets? What thoughts came to mind? Drop in the comments. Drop in a comment. I want to see you. Eunice says quality service. Quality. Awesome. Awesome. So there are no doubts, no fears. If everybody here is selling premium so well and good, then let's wrap up this class now. Let's wrap it up. There's no way you will not tell, because I went through the same experience, so I know. So there's no way you tell me that you've not had the imposter syndrome, you've not had fears, thoughts, concerns about selling to premium. That's why you're here. All right. Dorcas says to give excellent and premium coaching services. Awesome. Absorbent Mind says, yes, I'm ready. Yes. Okay. Udwak says, would they buy? Good question. Would they buy? If I put it there and I hear cricket, hey, shame, will just catch me. Yes. Jane says, what do I do to find them or be found by them? Where do premium clients stay? Where do they live? If I put it out, am I sure I'm putting it in front of the right people? Where do I find them? Abigail says, would they pay for it? Good question. Those are the questions. Lara says, how will I get the audience to pay? Cindy says, yes, I'm ready. Awesome. Olayinka says, do I have enough to give them? This question, Olayinka, is the exact question I had when in 2020, I was like, do I have enough? Maybe I need to pack more. And these things people are saying are things that we'll address tonight. All right? Don't worry, just hang on to that. Zani says, I'm ready. Awesome. The enthusiast says, quality service with good money coming in. Awesome. You see, there are a lot of questions that will come to your mind when you consider selling to the premium market. All right? And when I say premium, I'm not saying 20K offers. I'm not talking about 30K. I'm not talking about 50K offers. No. In the Nigerian sense of things, let's talk about Nigeria, all right? Premium, to some extent, in a way, it's still dicey. But I like to look at the market like, okay, what people easily pay for quick offers like 5,000 naira. Yeah. But the question is, what does that do for you? With the way bills are skyrocketing, with the way ads are more expensive, how much can you really make, even if you sell 5,000 naira offers? How much? I'm talking because I've done it before. I sold a 5,000 naira offer back in 2021. I sold it for a full year. I sold that offer continuously. I didn't stop selling. I kept on selling it over and over again. I created it once. Some of you may know the offer. It was video editing. It was a course on video editing. It went viral. Viral because I was running ads consistently. I was spending 17 to 20K on ads, 17 to 25K on ads daily, depending on, I was fluctuating, 17K to 25K per ad daily on ads. Now, that course I was able to sell it to over 3,500 people. But all of that happened in a full year. I made over 17M from that course. But if you ask me if I will sell that course today, never. If I will sell a course at 5,000 naira today, follow the same strategies, never. Because 2024 Nigeria is not the same with 2024, it's not the same with 2021 Nigeria. That time, 17K, I will run those ads, they will bring in clients, people will pay. Today, I'm not sure I'll get the same results, because ads are more expensive than they were. Bills, the things, that 17.5M about, so inside there is cost of ads. So inside that money, cost of ads were inside that money. So look at it like gross, Interesting how all of that is what I made in a full year. Compared to now that I sell premium, and I can make that in less than a quarter with less efforts. with less amount of work, with people who are willing to do the work, people who get results. This is what we're talking about. So premium in the Nigerian sense, well, I don't know, but currently my least paid offer is at my least offer maximize, which is my group coaching offer. My group coaching offer currently is at 1M, and people are paying for it. That's the power of it. This is an offer that you saw on the screen. The first time I sold it was 350K. I'm selling that offer now at 1M and people are paying. That's my least coaching offer right now. Just to show you that there is a market waiting to pay you. You just have to do the right things. And those are the things we're mentioning tonight. All right. So let's not dwell on that. Let's move forward. So one of the first things you should do is to focus on your offer or promise solution. Some people neglect this, and this is the biggest mistake they make. Focus on your offer. Look deeper at your offer and your promise solution. This is where it begins. If you don't have a clear enough offer, you've already gotten it wrong from the beginning. You've already missed it from the start. Many highly experienced coaches, experts, and consultants miss this. They get it wrong. Lara, yes, I used to run the ads myself. Yes. They get this wrong. And just so you know, it's not ads that sell something. No. Ads amplify what you sell. If you are selling a bad product, you amplify it, you will just get bad delivery, bad sales, all of that. My product was good. Good. I had somebody even as of last week reach out and say, Amber, where is that your course that you sold me in 2021? I need it. I need to send it to my staff. They all need to watch those videos. When I do stuff, I do them good. I'm good at excellence. I have the excellence spirit. I must do it well. So it didn't matter that I was selling that course at 5,000 naira. I created that course like I was selling it for 100K. Yes, I put my back into it. It was detailed. It was a course that people can still use tomorrow. That's what is important here. So again, offer the promised solution. If that course was bad, no matter how much I spend on ads, it would have brought me results. So let's not focus on the wrong things. Ads are good, but they amplify what they are giving. Ads will amplify. If you have a good product, a good offer, a good promise, a good solution, ads will amplify it. So don't amplify something that is bad. That is why you have to focus on your offer first, your promised solution. And this is a mistake a lot of us make. We get it wrong. We get our offer wrong. How? We focus on selling the program instead of the outcome. How? Let me say your program is Batman coaching program. You'll be focusing more on telling people this is a program, 6 months, 65 videos, 23 templates. This program will change your life. It will, what you need to realize here is that your clients don't care. The people who want to pay you premium don't even care about the details. What they care about is, will this thing I'm about to pay premium for, will it solve my problem? We'll come down to whether 65 videos, all these things are necessary. But let's talk about the offer first. How do you sell it? If you focus more on some people, what they do is that they embellish the program. The name of the program, we do a lot of abracadabra. Hey, we just launched our Batman program, abracadabra, FEC, gang, all those FEC. So if you're selling to people who like shiny syndrome, you may attract them, fine, but will they pay? That's the question. I need you to understand something. People who pay premium are well experienced in buying. They bought before. They are premium buyers. They bought before. Sometimes they are not first-time buyers. So many times, when you do all this abracadabra, they recognize it from something they bought before that didn't give them results. And so they're looking at it like, them. That's what's happening. Because you are trying to embellish your program, you focus more on selling the embellishment, not the results that people expect, not the outcome that people expect you to promise them. And this is a problem. You should be focusing more on the outcome, the desired result, the desired promise, the desired transformation, and not your embellished program. Oh, we brought in 25 people from the international space to come and talk to you about, who cares? Who, if I pay for this, will it help me with this problem? I don't care if I bring Obama and bring Bill Gates and bring everybody. I don't care. If I'm paying this money, will I get results? I don't care what you do. Will I get results at the end of the time you promised that I will? Another way people get it wrong is that they sell what they learned in school instead of what the clients can use in their lives. And I see this a lot with experts, a lot of people, lawyers, doctors, people who have grounded themselves in their skill. They have so much knowledge that when they go out there to present this, they end up confusing the clients that they should be attracting. And what you should understand here is that the people you are trying to attract did not go to the school that you went to. So if you feel coming to your page to teach, to talk about law or to talk about medicine is going to attract them, I mean, it's not like they doubt that you went to school. They know, I mean, you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be crowned a doctor if you didn't go through university, right? They are not denying your expertise. But that doesn't also mean they want to learn your expertise. You went to school to learn it. Why are you coming to teach us that? You should be telling me that you can cure this sickness, not the one that you'll be teaching me how the sickness accumulated, how the organs in the body work together to mesh together to create the osapo to voir, and this thing now does like this. So what should I do with that information? So we focus more on teaching what we learned instead of giving people what they need, the results that they will get. Now, this may be something you've seen in your space, and so maybe you think that's correct, but I want to let you know that this does not really apply. You may be following a certain expert who shows up on your screen, and all they do is teach stuff. Sometimes when people teach what they know, like teach their expertise, who they end up attracting is their colleagues. That's how you will see people say, oh, wow, yes, you're right. They end up attracting their competition. You should not be teaching. You should be selling a desired result. You should be selling transformation. And that's the mistake we do. We think our pages should be Google. So instead of people going to Google to ask, what is this? They should come and ask us. So our page should be the encyclopedia for everything concerning our expertise. That's not how it works. And that's, if you do that, you're getting it wrong, because you've now created an avenue for people to come and get self-help, to DIY themselves to their results. You are getting it wrong if you do that, because you're going to attract a lot of DIYers. They're coming here to learn information and do it themselves. That's why they'll say, thanks, this was so useful, this was inspiring. Wow, thanks for sharing. That's what you will get. I'm sure a lot of people here, you get a lot of thanks for sharing. If you are getting that, that means you are doing it wrong. You should be having people, not even commenting, coming straight to your DM, going straight to your link to buy your offer. That's what we're talking about here. So it's beyond just teaching education. It's about helping transform people's lives. If you want to take something, take that from this point. All right? What's another way people get this wrong? They sell complexities. All those 65 videos, 24 modules. Remember what I said about my first premium offers? I overwhelmed my audience. I overwhelmed them. I was selling a complex offer. It was too stressful for them. It was stressful for even me. But I thought because I was selling premium, I should pad up the offer. I should add more shoulder pad, make it look hefty. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. Sometimes the people who come and pay you premium want less because they expect that you are the expert. So you should cut down any frivolities, anything that they don't need, and give them exactly what they need. Even if it's as little as a pin, give it to them. As long as they will get results, they will pay you premium for that. I had this client work with me. You know, she has been in the industry for over 20 years. All right. And it's interesting because with so much experience and expertise, she was unable to attract people who pay her premium. And when I say, her cost at the time was small money, maybe like 100K, 150K, something like that. But she was finding it hard to attract people who pay that. So she reached out, very frantic, very, agitated. The fact that Amber, I've invested so much. I just paid somebody for funnels. I just did this. I did everything thinking this is what will bring, but they are not coming. What am I doing wrong? I said, calm down. Let's look at it together. you know. So we went to look at it together. I looked at the entire back end of what she was selling, how she was selling it. I already saw the loopholes. But most importantly, as relates to this point, I saw why she was attracting people who were not even the ideal clients. So she will attract people who come. First of all, I went to her testimonials, even from the people that had been signing up. And I'll say things like, wow, the class was very helpful. Thank you, ma. Oh, wow, thanks for sharing, ma. This was so, people who advise others, come and sign up. This class will help change your life. It was very interesting. She taught us well. Is that one review? See, for me, my word, review is deeper, especially somebody follows you for long-term coaching. Review for me would mean that they came, this is what their life was like. At the end of your coaching, this is what their life became. So there's a full, clear transformation. They came, they had diabetes. Now they no longer have diabetes. They came, they did not have a business. Now they have a business that is yielding them profits. Do you understand what we're talking about here? Full transformation. They came, they were never promoted. Nobody saw them in their office. Now they came and worked with you. They've been promoted to what? Full transformation. But on her testimonials, we'll be saying things like, the class was so useful, thank you. That's not what I consider as a review for a coaching program. And so I knew there was something wrong. She was not attracting the ideal clients. When I went through the program to see the elements of what she was teaching people, I saw this was the reason why she was not even attracting her real clients. She had 12 modules for the training, for the course, the coaching program, 12 modules. Now, can you guess how many we're able to cut it down to? From 12, who can guess? Who can guess how many we're able to cut 12 modules down to? And this ties up to what I said about you don't have to give people so much. You can give them the most important things they need. So I had to sit down with her and identify the ideal client she's looking to attract and find out exactly what they need. And we cut down her 12 modules so that we don't attract everybody. We want people who want this, and these people are willing to pay for this. Can you guess? Dr. says 3, Ali says 4, Olaika says 6 modules, English with Buki says 6, Jane says 3. Jane says you said 3. Which time? You didn't say it's 4. You're correct. Those of you who said 3 are very correct. From 12 modules, funny enough, I didn't know I said it. So I said 3, Jane. I didn't even realize. We cut down her modules from 12 to 3. Because you see the interesting thing, she had module 1, by the time we started going through it together, and I told her the fundamentals she needed to know. Even just asking her, oh yeah, do you think module 1 is necessary? She said no. Module 2, that's how we kept counting. Yes, the 3 that were important for the ideal clients who pay her premium were the last 3. Module 10, 11, 12. So you see what's going on here? Even if her ideal client signed up and got into the program, week 1, they'll just be saying, okay, let's wait. This week 1 is not what I'm looking for. They'll wait for week 2. By the time they reach week 5 and you are still teaching things they already know, they've left. So that's why you have a lot of people not finishing your program. Many of you can attest to this. You create an amazing offer, people don't finish it. It's most likely because of this. They don't finish it. Somewhere along the line, when you know that the most important, the juicy stuff is at the end, they don't even reach there. And that's what this client was doing. She kept the juicy stuff, but the ideal client kept it at module 10, 11, 12. And that juicy stuff, at the end of the day, the people she wanted to reach there did not reach there. They were too tired. They left. So she was now getting the people who did not know, were not ideal clients, finished to 12. But even the 10, 11 was not important to them. It was not really useful to them because they were beginners and all of that. So you see the issue here, he focused on the wrong things. He prioritized the wrong things. Some of you need to follow that 80-20 rule. You know the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle, that says 20% of what you do will give you the best results compared to the remaining 80. 20%, if you look at everything you are doing, the most things that give you the best results are 20%. Some of you have to cut down whatever it is you are offering. This was a mistake I didn't realize in 2020. I overwhelmed my clients. I should have cut down to the most important things and given them that. I would have had more than Chichi get results. More people than Chichi get more results. But I lost them midway. I lost them, only Chichi stayed to the end. She still got results because she stayed to the end. But if people are not staying to the end, that means we as coaches, we as experts, need to understand the psychology around that and fix it. All right? Fix it. Nothing is cast in stone. Fix it. All right. So here's what you should do. Don't be that person who sells complexities. Who, when you show up so good, you take photos, you know, everybody sees you, you're always looking peng. But when you show up, all that you say is confusion. Nobody gets you, nobody understands what you're selling, nobody is paying. Don't be that person. So you do this. Solve a premium problem, not a cheap one. Solve a premium problem, not a cheap one. I'll explain more in the next slide. Plus, your solution and offer should have a clear outcome for a specific client and a clear process to how it will be achieved. It's important I mention clear. Clear is important because, like I said, the clients who pay premium are not coming for vague stuff. Trust me, they are experienced buyers. They know what vague looks like. Sometimes they want to know what you do for them. Not because they just want to know, but because they want to be able to tell if it's something somebody has already done before. If it's something they've done before and they did not get results, they want to know. So you can't just come and say, don't worry, no, I don't reveal my process. You have to reveal it. What is your process? What steps will you take them through? You have to reveal it. There's no mystery here. When it comes to selling premium, you have to be very clear. What will you do for me? How will you take me through this? What should I expect? How long will it take? What does the process look like? This is what I want. Can you give me this? Everything has to be clear. Now, when we talked about selling a premium problem, solve premium problems, right? Now, a good example is what I have on the screen right now. Some of us are doing this mistake. We're making this mistake where what this guy has on his hand is a plaster. Some people call it band-aid, right? Plaster. And he's trying to sell this to somebody who clearly does not need plaster. This person clearly is not interested in a quick fix solution. This person is interested in a surgery. This person knows that the problem they have right now is not plaster that will fix it. It is a full surgery. So surgery is on his mind. But no, you're trying to beg, please, now I can help you. Take this, my small plaster. Take this, my book, my ebook. Take this, my checklist. Take this, my mini course. The person knows that I've done that before. Been there, done that. What I need right now is a transformation. I don't need information. I need transformation. I need somebody that will enter inside and do that surgery. I need somebody that knows what they are looking for and will go in there and find it. I don't need this your quick fix. This does not solve my problem. To give me an easy relief tonight, tomorrow morning, I'm back to square one. This is the problem a lot of us are doing. We are solving cheap problems. We are selling cheap things. And that is, a lot of that is stemming from the fact that we think people won't pay us if we sell a surgery. Am I resonating with somebody here? We think people won't pay us if we tell them we are selling a surgery. If we decide to start selling surgery, we think people will not pay us. But you see what's going on here? You are on your page trying so hard to sell an offer that you think is helpful for a client. But this client does not want that quick fix offer. The client has been there, done that. The client knows that what I need is a more transformational solution. And guess what's happening when you're trying to beg this client? The client is walking away from you. And guess where that client is going to? Your competition, who is selling a surgery. Because this client will still find her results somewhere. The question is, why are you not positioning yourself to sell surgeries? To sell big transformational solutions. Why are you positioning yourself to sell quick fixes? These quick fixes are cheap solutions and will only get you to sell things at 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. You see, these surgeries, they cost more. And that's the power of positioning here. The people who are selling big transformation, they put the money in it. They know that people need bigger transformation and people pay for it. They don't even need to beg them. This guy needs a surgery. He's going to look for who can help him conduct that surgery. And he's going to pay no matter what the person says is the fee. Have you seen a brain surgeon selling anything at 10,000? Eh? In fact, if a brain surgeon tries to sell you something right now at 50K, run, no. Sell you surgery at 50K, run. They play big. They go full on you. They go and dig and discover and treat and solve. They take you through the entire process of change, the entire transformation. If you come in and you have appendix, I don't know what they call appendicitis or whatever, the surgeon will go in there and fix it. If you come in here, you have so and so, the surgeon will go in there and fix it. And you will pay premium for it. I need us here to start seeing our businesses like we are surgeons. Seeing our businesses like we're conducting surgery. Like we can see our clients in the full problem that they have, and we are willing to solve the problem in a big way, not in a quick fix way. Your ebook is good, your mini course is good, your checklist is good, your templates are good, but you can add it to the surgery process. It can be part of a full surgery. Are you telling me that if this man is doing this surgery, he will not use plaster? Of course, he will use plaster. Some of you have taken the plaster and you are selling it alone. Why? This is what's making you attract cheap buyers. There's a chemist out there that's selling plaster. People will only buy that plaster for 50 naira, 100 naira, maybe 500 naira. I don't know how much it is. But there is a pharmacy there that will tell you you need to see a doctor and will lead you to meet the consultant. And from there will lead to a bigger transformation. Plaster will be part of the medication they'll give you inside there. You see, I don't know if your mind is already thinking in the direction I want you to think. Many of the offers you are selling mini can be part of a wholesome solution. Focus more on the wholesome solution and not the quick fixes. Not on read my book before you get results. Who has the patience to do that? I'm not saying people don't read books to get results, but they read books to be informed. Books do not really translate to a full transformation. They inform, but transformation comes in another angle. I mean, I saw somebody's content a few days back and impressed with the content, everything. See, you need to understand me well. I'm not saying this to bastardize books. No, I've played in that space. For 4 years of my coaching business, I was helping people become authors. I've trained over 400 people, helped them to become authors. So I'm not against books. I've written 2 books myself. All right? I'm not against books at all. They have their place. But if you position yourself to just sell that without an end game in mind, you're getting it wrong from the start. Let your book be part of your funnel to a bigger solution if you have to really go that route. But I am of the opinion that instead of selling a book first, why don't you sell the transformation first? And then while in it, people also can access your book. Or while in it, if people don't want to pick the transformation, you can downsell them to pick the book. So instead of this funnel, this value ladder people use that they start from selling a $7 book or a $7 offer to a $99 offer to a, taking people ladder by, equipping them to buy and increasing your price as you go. I don't really like that model. I would rather we go high. And then if people cannot afford it there, you can downsell them to buy the low priced offers. How about that? That for me is a more sustainable. And if for anything, it gets you paid for your efforts. Because really, how much can you really sell a book? How much? The most you can push to sell a book maybe 25K. People sell books now, 5,000, all of that, ebooks. Maybe hard copy can be 10K, the most 25K, but I don't see anybody buying a book for 100K. So why not position yourself to sell something that people are willing to pay higher for? We've dwelled on this enough. Let's move on. Let me tell you about my clients. One of my clients, oh, she's a brand designer and funnels expert. Now, when this client reached out to work with me, she was struggling to find clients. She was struggling to find people who pay her. And she was the exact thing I just explained now is what she was doing. She was belittling her service. All right. Now, this was her chat with me. Hello, Miss Amber. Thank you for she attended this webinar just like you are right now. Just like you all are attending it right now. She said that was insightful. I kept thinking about contacting you. I follow you on my personal page. I'm Omuwa. I'm a brand identity designer, and I also design websites, landing pages, and automated funnels. I know I do quite well with my work, but I'm struggling so much to find clients. Aside my sister, I've not had a single client despite reaching out to hundreds of prospects. When I listened to your live webinar, I knew immediately that I was doing something wrong. Now, listen to this closely. She said, aside her sister, she's not had a single client despite reaching out. Like I cut cap for people who reach out to prospects, cold marketing. When you enter somebody's DM, they don't know you and you try to sell something. Like I admire people who do that. I don't know how to do it, and I don't even have the energy. I play more in the attraction marketing game. I prefer to do the right things and attract clients because that whole pursuing cold audience, they don't know me, so I have to be ready to be rejected. And I don't think I do well with rejection. So because of that, I'd rather not do that. But people who do it, I cut cap, well done. If you do it, well done. I cut cap for you. You're doing amazing. Just keep at it if you can carry it. I can't carry it. And I don't teach my clients that. All right. Now, for her, she was even reaching out to hundreds of prospects. But even one client had never said yes to her. The only person who had said yes to her was her sister. That's how, imagine what this can do to your mental state when you're getting rejection. They are not even saying no, they are ignoring you. They are treating you like your post or your message to them was inconsequential. It was not important. They just ignore you outrightly. And you can't even blame them. Now, this client stepped on to work with me on a one-on-one strategy session, a one-off session. All right. This one is not like my coaching program where you can work with for me a longer time. Straight up one-off, two of us sitting together for maximum of 2 hours. Now, I went into her entire process, her selling, her content, everything she was doing, and I identified a lot of things. Wrong, you can't be doing this. Wrong, you can't be doing this. This you're doing well, but let's do it better. No, this is wrong, you can't be doing this. What you see here on the right is a screenshot of the document and everything I laid out for her to start doing going forward. Step-by-step process on what to do going forward. Everything she should not be doing, I think she should be doing now from now on. Now, a few weeks later, she messaged me. She said, hello, Miss Amber, I have great news. I got my first client 2 weeks ago. She paid full deposit last week, and I'm currently working on her project. Aside that, I have been having prospective clients reach out to me, something that didn't happen before. Remember before, she was not chasing people, and they will not even be answering her. Now they are the ones reaching out to her. So we've changed the game. Instead of her reaching out, they are the ones coming. She's attracting them. That's another dimension. And if you ask me, it's easier. Just yesterday, a client that found me by referral paid full deposit, which means in the space of 1 month, I signed 2 clients. She was not signing before, only her sister. Now she's signing clients around the clock. And I want to say thank you. I can't describe the clarity you gave me. My audience is much clearer. My messaging is super clear. Don't stop doing what you do. Yeah. So this was the result Omuwa got just by sitting down with me and us getting clarity on no, don't do this better. No, don't do that better. Here's another client. This client is a certified doctor of natural medicine. All right. This one was not a one-on-one. This one was not a 2-hour session she held with me. This one was more of, she did the 2-hour session. We stepped it up to 3 months coaching. So we went into coaching. Now, this was her problem. She had a 250K offer. This client was helping, she's still doing it. She's helping people who have type 2 diabetes. All right. The promise is that in 8 weeks, she would help you. What's the word? She will eliminate diabetes for you. I don't know the English, but let me just use that and replace it for now. But in 8 weeks, she's able to help people to be completely free of diabetes. Now, when she signed up to work with me, when the problem was, she was charging people 250K and they were not paying. They said it was too expensive. Me, I asked her, so even this 250K that is too expensive, are you seeing profit? She said, Amber, no profit. Like, I don't even have the mind to increase it because this one, they are not even first paying. How can I increase it? Now they will not even answer, they will not even listen to me at all. They will walk away from my page. They won't even, and say, you know what, don't worry, let's do this. We did this, we stepped on to 3 months coaching together. And what did we do? We increased her fee because I needed to know, like I said, my mission here is to help you make money. As far as I'm concerned, anything you peg your price at, there's a client out there who's willing to pay you. So my problem is not to sit down and start figuring out the ones who cannot pay you, what we should do to help them start rethinking. No, I'll help you. We'll agree. Do you have profit now? No, you don't. Let's increase it. When you are satisfied that now you have profit, very good. Now let's go and find people who will pay you at this new price. That's my goal. So what did we do? We figured out her profit point, realized that 250K was a joke. We increased the fee to 750K. We 3x the fee. Guess what? See what happened in less than 3 weeks of working with me. She came in, dropped screenshots. She said, woke up to my first payment. Amber, you remember the person I told you wanted to join last year for 250K, but said it was high and came back, but said it's high and came back now saying he's ready. When I told him the price increased, he's the one that just paid in full. Exactly. So you see what happened there? Well, we are out there to look for people who are willing to pay us 750K. The people who said 250K was too expensive, they are the ones who still came and paid the 750K. This is what we're talking about. Where even those that neglected you, people who thought once you do some major shifts in your positioning, in your messaging, in how you show up, you will attract those same people who could not pay you at your lower fee. They will come and pay you 3 times your price. It happened to me as well. And that's why I can easily help my clients also do it. At the time when I was selling low tickets, I was not, of course, people were only paying low prices. Do you know that when I increased my fee, I thought the people who would pay me I would start going to Oyibo people to pay me. Do you know that the people who pay me were from my audience? I need to put it to all of you here that the people who pay you premium are right now in your audience. Sometimes you may be thinking you need to go out there and find new people. You'll be shocked that if you do the right things and position yourself right and say the right things, the people who pay you premium will come out from the same people who have known you. Many clients who come to work with me today are telling me, Amber, I have known you since you started coaching. Amber, I bought your video editing course at 5,000 naira. Now they are paying me millions to work with me. They're paying me millions. That is what we're talking about here. So this person pays her 750K, even after he said 250K was too expensive. Exactly. Not too long after that, 3 days later, she comes back. Good morning, woke up to another payment. And I'm like, this is just 3 weeks into our coaching. A 3-month coaching program, 3 weeks in, she's already seeing results. Not too long after, 2 days later again, 3rd payment. So Amber, this is the 3rd client. And I'm like, oh my God, all this in 1 week. We have not even reached 1 month of coaching. Next thing, 4th client, and I'm like, you know what? I took the news out to my Instagram page and I shared it out there, Her 4th paid in full client. And I shared more. Just in less than 1 month, 1 month into the coaching program, she had already made her money back. She had already signed in clients. It was somebody who was afraid to sell at 250 because people could not afford it. She was selling at 750 and back to back they were paying. There was certainly something she shifted. Something she was not doing before she met me. This is what we're talking about. The shifts that you can make, fundamental shifts in your process. All right. So I need you to understand these shifts. And this is how I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. the way I help my clients achieve these results I've just told you, this is what we do together. And if you have your notes, you should be taking notes. The first thing we do is we identify the right clients that they should be serving. Who is the person who is willing? Who is that highest level client that is willing to pay premium? Let's know who they are first. Two, we upgrade their offer to be fit for that client. So now we know the ideal client. What do they want? How can we give them a fit? Product market fit, service market fit. How can you give them exactly what they want? Being that you understand them well enough to give them what they are looking for. Three, we come up with a clear outcome and promise. How you communicate it is important. It has to be clear. Remember what I said? It has to be clear. There is no mystery. They are experienced buyers. They bought before, they bought cheap. That's why they're coming to the other side now. So you can't be selling them what cheap sold them. They went cheap, they did not get results. So if you're selling premium, you have to tell them something they've not heard before. So you have to give them a clear promise, a clear outcome, a clear process. Four, we map out how they will help them. What is your framework for delivery? What will we do first? What will we do next? What will we do third? What will we do fourth? It has to be clear. Five, we eliminate all vagueness and complexities. This one is not about 65 videos. If 65, out of those 65, what is our 20% that will get us the best results? So it's not about doing 65. What is the most important things we need to do that will get us the results we need? And lastly, they show up. It's not me that will show up for them, it's them that will show up. So they follow through the process till the end. They go out there and do exactly what they are told to do, understanding what they now understand, and their clients say yes to them and pay them. This client I just told you about, right now, our offer is going for 1M. Yeah, I think I saw 970K is about 1M. Now, what's the difference? She has increased it from 750K is now almost 1M. And people are paying. This is what we're talking about. Is she helping them get results? Of course. In the same Nigeria, of course, people are paying for that because she understands something well enough to sell to the ideal people and position herself right to get them to pay. Now, if you follow these two, you will attract premium clients. This is not mystery. I'm not hiding any secrets. If you follow this process, you will also attract premium clients. The next secret, number two, do this, not that. Now you're wondering, what's this, what's that? Let's go. All right. One mistake that may be ruining your chances of attracting premium clients to your coaching or consulting business is you are easily forgettable. You may be right now listening to me right here and you don't realize it, but you are easily forgettable. Now you're wondering how. Let's look at a few ways how you may be forgettable. You're sounding like everyone else. Two, you're selling to everybody. You're sounding like everyone else. When you show up, maybe your client is scrolling and she just sees you. This is how you can, I beg. You just sound like everybody else. Everything you say, they've heard it before. So there's nothing new. There's nothing insightful. There's nothing mind-shifting. You're sounding like Google that they just came from. Nothing spectacular about what you're saying in your content. So you just sound like everyone else. Everyone is saying dance on the road. You are also saying the same thing. Everyone is saying do like this. Everybody's sharing the same strategies. You two are sharing those same strategies. So you are like a broken record. They've heard it before. They are also hearing it from you again. They are tired. You're selling to everybody, and that's a mistake. It's something I also did when I started coaching. I was calling myself the marketing coach. Everybody want marketing come, product business, service business come. There's a reason why I've streamlined to sell to only coaches, experts, consultants, industry leaders. I'm not selling to product businesses. So if you come to me and you sell hair, you sell shoe, you sell bag, I'm sorry, I'm not your coach. Product businesses, no. My focus is service. If you sell coaching, you sell something that's intangible, let's talk. All right, let's talk. So you should identify the people you want to sell to. Don't try to sell to everybody. You can't be everything to everyone. You cannot. Also, you are following the bandwagon. Everybody is doing this, you are doing it alongside. You are, this head mentality where everyone is following, doing the same things. They do this, you follow do. No, sometimes you need to distinguish yourself. People can't find you if you are in a mix of sameness. Everybody same, they are doing the same thing inside there. No, you have to be able to distinguish yourself. You are different. You're a special person. You're a special coach with a special solution. Don't follow the bandwagon. That's not where you belong. You're sharing basic value, fluff. Anything surface level, oh, let me drop it for them, they will like it. It's not about liking it. By doing that, you're attracting basic clients, basic buyers. If you go deep, you will attract deeper clients. It's like an example I've shared before. If I'm selling a $5,000 offer, do you think the content I'll put out will be $100 content? No. If my offer is $5,000, the content I'll put out will be what? $1,000 for free. The content I'll put out for free will be $1,000 worth of content. Some of us are selling, we're showing up with basic content that is like 5,000 naira, $100. Meanwhile, you're trying to attract premium. You can't do that. You can't show up with fluffy content. Don't forget, the clients you're trying to attract are well experienced. Anything you want to tell them that sounds basic, they've heard it before. So you should be going after giving them value that they've never heard before, something that goes deeper than fluff, goes deeper than surface level information. Another way, you're posting random content. Oh, they say we should post content, so we post anything. You don't have to. It's not by the intensity of posting, or it's not by the frequency of posting. It's more about what is inside there. I'd rather post content once a day or even once a week, as long as when I show up good. So it's not about random content, it's not about post every day. That's not what shifts the needle. What are you really posting that every day? What are you posting? Another way you're getting this wrong is that you're not being known for one thing. Everything, so it's like being the jack of all trades. Everything you did is, that's not how it works. You need to be known for one thing. Let people know that you are the expert in this. And when you show up as the expert, people pay you for that. It's the same way when you go to the hospital. The person who is a cardiologist is paid better than the general practitioner. The brain surgeon is paid better than the general practitioner. The ones who are more specialized are paid more, is what it is. All right? So another flip to all of these things I mentioned in the former slide is you're not saying anything different. The clients you're talking to, they don't want general. They want more specific information that moves the needle for them. Many of the clients you're talking to who pay premium, they've been burnt before. So you can't just come here and just talk anything and they will buy. No, they don't want to be burnt again. So they are more attentive, they are more vigilant. They're experienced buyers. They won't pay premium for viral fluff. So you show up, everything you're talking about is viral. Many of us know that viral content does not bring clients. Yeah, I know. I don't push for that. In fact, when you do viral content, if you are really thirsty about viral, let me show you what will happen. Immediately your content goes viral, guess who you will attract? You will attract people who have no clue what you're even talking about. It went viral, unless it goes viral for the right thing, which hardly is, usually the case. But if you are an influencer, a celebrity, a content creator, fine, you can be aiming for viral because the people who are paying you to be viral. But if you're selling a service and you do anything that gets you viral, what you're going to do is you're going to attract a lot of people who came because of that abracadabra that you did. And you better have more abracadabras to do. Because they'll fill up your audience. Next thing, they automatically dilute the core audience you had before. Those ones now become at the background. These ones have now come in. Hey, you say what? What did you say? Well, next thing, they have no clue what this is about. They are not your ideal clients. They're just people who were moved by your content and landed here. Now they don't even know what you're about. You say what? You say what? Instead, they'll start busy you on your post. Those things happen. So you see a lot of people who go viral, they come and complain a lot. Many of us know it already. But if you go viral for the right things, fine. That means the right content gets into the right hands. That may work. But the question is, do they really convert to clients? You need to ask yourself that. I would rather have the content on my page. When I push out content, I don't even see a lot of comments. In fact, it's even the content that don't have comments that gets me the best results. If you see me put out content that has comments, it means it was me trying to do a commentable post. Because I know the kind of post that gets comments. I know the kind of post that I can create now that will get me a lot of comments. And when I go with that intention to get comments, I'm not looking for clients. It's not, or rather, how should I say it? When I go with that intention to create a content that will get me comments, I already know that this kind of content will not bring me clients. There are content that bring clients, and those kind of content most times are quiet content. You will not see a comment. You will not even see a like. Guess what? The buyers are coming behind the scenes to buy. Because the buyer is more intentional. The premium buyer is more intentional. She's not here to engage, she's here to buy. So you have to think about the content you're putting out. Am I here for engagement or am I here for buyers? If I'm here for buyers, then get ready to have a quiet post where you're not seeing comments, you're not seeing likes, but the drama is happening in the DM. The magic is happening in the DM. That's the power of quiet content. The magic happens in the background, not in the open. All right, so if you are one here who believes in metrics, I want you to shift your perspective from that. It's not about metrics, all right? It's not about likes and engagement and stuff. There's more to it than that. Listen, if you flip all of these things I've mentioned completely by creating real authority in your industry, you will have premium clients self-convincing themselves that working with you is in their best interest. If you visit my page, many of the content I put out are not content that, in fact, sometimes they may even look boring. They are not so exciting. You never see me dance and doing all those things that everyone says are the things that move. I'm not a shy person. I wouldn't even do that. But you see the thing, when I show up with real authority. And when I show up, I don't show up to convince. My clients are convincing themselves through my content. Remember what I said? I show up with content that is $1,000 equivalent. So what do? When they see that kind of content, they have no other choice. They're like, hey, I have to work with Amber. This is the person I must work with. So even if it takes them, if they don't have the money now, they'll go and save up for it because they've self-convinced themselves that Amber is the coach for them. I have to work with Amber before the end of this year. She's the only one who can help me. Guess what is doing that magic? My content, my authority, how I position myself makes my clients to self-convince themselves. So when they come into my DM, they come into my DM sold. They're already sold. They don't come into the DM saying, hey, so what do you say you can do for me? Are you sure you can do it? No, I never get that. Because that's what my content is for. My content is to help you convince yourself. It's either you want me or you don't. And if you don't want me, it's fine. Maybe you're not the client. I know the client I'm looking for. Now, does my content appeal to you? This is the positioning. Does it appeal? This is what I can do for you. Do you want it? If you want it, my DM is open. So my DM is always open, but guess what? I don't. Imagine when you have an open door policy, but even while it is open, you don't have a lot of people coming there who cannot afford you. Those who actually come in can afford you. That's the power of what we're talking about. So it's not about closing your DM. It's about opening it wide, but only those who know they are willing to invest step in the door and knock. They knock and enter. They don't even knock, they enter. Amber, I want to work with you. How do I pay? How do we get started? This is what we're talking about. You should be building your business to establish yourself as the authority in your industry that people self-convince themselves to walk into your door. When they come in, they're not coming and say, hey, convince me. You say what? You say you will do what? You say, no. They are self-convinced. So they come and even sell themselves to work with you. They come into your DM and say, see, I must work with you. Do you have space for me? Oh yeah, how much? How do we get started? That's what we're talking about. You are attracting them because these people know what they want and they're willing to pay premium. Your door is wide open. Have you ever gone to a Gucci store and it was closed? It's wide open, but have you seen anybody enter there that cannot afford it? Did they lock the door? Did they lock the gate? Did they screen people before they enter? The door is wide open. or maybe it's closed, whatever. But you know that you can go there and just open it. But guess what? Not everybody walks in because people know Gucci's positioning. People know that if you step in there, you better have money. That's the power we're talking about. You better be willing to pay for that thing you're going in there to size up to wear. All right. Now, let me give you because you're probably wondering how do you position yourself rightly? How do you establish your authority? Let me give you an example here. This is a case study of my client, client Ed. All right, this client of mine is a foreign education consultant. Like this is one of my long-lasting clients. She's always coming back to pay for something. She has worked with me on my highest offer, private coaching. That one where I work exclusively with you for 3 months. And this client paid me up now private. If maximize is 1M, you can maximize as group coaching is 1M. You can imagine what private coaching costs, which is about 3-4 times that. All right. So this client has worked with me at that level, paid for premium, paid for private. We've done it together. She's still like she has gotten results, which some of it is what I will share with you here. And not even just that, she still keeps coming back. That's how you build retain. That's how you build client retention. Where clients know that oh, this person helped me to my next level. My next level in front, she's still relevant for me. That's the power of what we're talking about. You are so relevant to your audience that they keep coming back. You help them for the first leg, they come back for leg 2, they come back for leg 3, they keep coming back. So this client works, she's in Canada and she helps people relocate to Canada through the study route. All right. Now, before she signed up to work with me, she was unable to attract premium clients. She was just attracting freebie seekers. And you know, being in Canada and helping people relocate there, it's not like you will help people in Canada relocate. They're already in Canada. So she has to help people in other countries, particularly Nigerians, to relocate to Canada. And if that's what you're doing, and then you're attracting freebie seekers, people who just want to pay. She was selling offers she was selling cheap things, 5,000 naira, 30,000, and all of that. Her highest offer at the time when she was even reaching out was that she wanted to increase the fee for her IELTS training to 80K. I told her, calm down. All these was one things you're selling. How are they helping you in this your Canada? She said she's not even seeing any money. Because by the time you convert it to Canadian dollars, it's still nothing. I said, okay, you know what? Let's figure out what we need to shift here. You may not be selling you may not need to be selling some things. Why don't you leave some of these IELTS things for people who want to sell it? Maybe people even in Nigeria, let them sell it. This is that cheap, 5,000 classes in Telegram. Leave it for them, let them sell it. You should be positioning yourself for higher. People have bigger problems they want to deal with, and they will not be caught in those Telegram groups. So why don't we position you to sell them what they want to be caught in? So we stepped her out of selling to freebie seekers, people who are looking for five quick fixes, people who could not even afford, they will get the IELTS result, but they cannot even afford to go to Canada. They don't even have admission. So what are we doing here? So by the time I did all of this, shifting for her, she was like, Amber, you're so correct. They don't even have transport. So I don't even know what I'm doing. I said, exactly. That's why we are working together. Don't worry, let's fix it. In all her experience, investment in herself, she was not compensated. So we had to work on that. And so one look at her positioning, we looked at what was going on. I already identified what was going wrong and we could fix it. Now, when that happened, I positioned her right and these things started happening. After shifting a lot of things for her, we now set her to attract a new breed of clients. So the ones you've been attracting since, all these IELTS, leave it for Nigerian people to teach them. After all, they can teach them while they're in Nigeria. You are abroad, you need people to pay you in Canadian dollars. Let's attract people who pay you bigger money that you can sustain yourself in a country like Canada, right? So in all the shifts that we did, positioning her rightly, this was her chat to me. She said, I know my followers will know by now that the music has changed. And that's one thing, when I help my clients, when I shift a lot of things for them, I make them know that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I don't expect that when we change things today, you start seeing results from tomorrow. If the results come, all well and good, but I manage your expectation enough to see that this is a foundation we've just shifted. Allow time to shape things up. Some things will not happen immediately, but because we have shifted this foundation, we shifted a lot of things. Time, give it some time. Things will take shape as we go. Just keep doing the things I've asked you to do, and things will take shape. So this was her telling me that she knows by now that her audience will know that the music has changed. They'll start saying that the content has changed, everything has changed there. And I told her, don't worry, they can dance to the music or they should off it. It's their choice. And she was laughing, you know. Now she started seeing results way sooner than she had even expected. This is something I tell them, give it time. But she even started seeing results before they give it time. So this was her message to me. Good day, coach. Today is good. Two of my prospects just made the first installment payment of $1,000. First installment, $1,000. So somebody that was struggling to sell something for 80K, struggling to increase her price to 80K, selling for 5K IELTS classes in Telegram. Two of my prospects just made the first installment payment, each of $1,000. I wasn't hoping for fast sales because my business structure has changed. Remember, we changed our business structure. I knew my audience needed time for it to sink in, so I braced up for it. But it has started happening. God is wonderful. Thank you so much, Amber. Exactly. Already it has started happening. Clients are paying her dollars. They're paying her to work with her. She shifted from what she was so tied up to, thinking this is what works, and I helped her take her eyes off. Sometimes you need to. It's like if your hands are closed like this, no, I can't let go. How can you open it and receive something new? Sometimes it takes sacrifice. Let your hand, let it go. Let all those trainings go. IELTS, give it to people, other people to do it. Let's focus on more important stuff here. All right? And shifting things for her, she starts attracting people who are willing to pay in dollars in this same Nigeria. Some time back, I messaged her, and some policy changes that happened in their industry that affected her other colleagues. But it's an interesting thing, it didn't affect her. In fact, the policies even favored her. And that's the important thing here. The way you can shift things in your business, that these things are not just basic stuff, but they are more fundamental. The fact that even the things you shifted will work no matter what terrain you find yourself. That's what we're talking about here. The things I help my clients achieve are more structural things. I help them shift. I help them shift structural things, not fluff, not things like start dancing. I don't care. If you like dance, do whatever you want to do. That's not my business. We're working on shaping the fundamentals. These things are more important to me than the things that you do today, tomorrow you'll not be able to do again. Let's focus on the fundamentals that will be here 20 years from now, like your positioning, like your offer, like your outcome and promise, like how you deliver it, your messaging, how you communicate it, how you implement. All those things are important. How you sell. Those things are more important to me than the fluff, than post 3 times a day, than dance on the ceiling, or put this thing on the screen. The algorithm is not working today, to work tomorrow. See, can we step things beyond algorithms here? Algorithms will always not work. We don't even care. That's why we don't build our business based on that. We focus more on fundamentals, that algorithm or not, this will work. That's what we're talking about. So no matter the policy changes that happen in our industry, she was still going to win. Till date, she's still winning. If you know Canada's story and up, and they're always changing policies. If every country keeps visa, they keep changing their policies. But if you have your fundamentals dialed in, you will not be shaken by any policy. If you have your business dialed in, no matter how everybody's complaining that Nigeria is difficult, you will not be shaken by that. Because you know that your business is beyond Nigeria's difficulties. You know what to do to attract people who will pay. Because no matter how Nigeria is difficult, there are Nigerians in this Nigeria that are paying premium. If you understand that well enough, you position yourself to sell no matter how difficult the economy is. People are still taking trips. People are still traveling. People are paying for vacation. In the same Nigeria that people are saying difficult. People are earning dollars in the same Nigeria as people are saying difficult. What are we talking about here? So this was our chat. Amber, thank you. Niching down was the best decision I ever took. How would I have positioned myself as an authority in this time? I would have just been seen as a blogger, just giving people information. Chai. And you know, I don't teach. It's not about the information, it's transformation. You can't position yourself as an information giver. No, you are a transformational expert. You're somebody who transforms people's lives. Focus more on that and you will attract premium clients. All right. So this is how important creating authority is. Rising above the noise and creating real authority will allow you to take random people from browsing around on social media to investing in your high ticket or premium offers and programs. Even if they've never heard of you before, they will pay. I've had people who visited my page for the first time. Next thing you know, they're in my DM. What does it take to work with you? How much is it? How can I pay? I've had people who sit on my page. Somebody told me, Amber, I've said for the past 4 hours, I've been on your page. 4 good hours, somebody sits on my page. Real authority being established there. I've had people who attended a webinar just like you, and the next thing they're paying me to work with me. It means that wherever you position yourself, whether it's through your content, how you show up on your webinar, whatever you show up, even if it's through a live video, whatever thing you do as part of your marketing effort, whatever you do gets people, strangers, to work with you the next minute. That's the power of authority. There are some of you here who are just seeing me for the first time, and for some reason, you're already convinced that I can help you. That is the power of authority. That means I've said some things here that have shifted the needle for you, that have made you see things differently. For some reason, you know that I am not a small player in the field. You know that I know what I am saying. Even the ones who overlooked you will begin to see you differently. Remember the example I gave about that my client who helps with diabetes, and people who could not pay 250K were paying 750K. Same people who said they could not afford 250K. Now, let me give you another example. This one is also a doctor. For some reason, I ended up, I've been attracting a lot of doctors. I don't know why. And recently, I've been attracting a lot of people, non-profit coaches. I don't know whether there's something I'm saying that's making a lot of people in different fields just come a lot at a certain time. But you know, this client of mine, Dr. Sheyi, her story is a very interesting one for me because she first signed up to work with me on one of my masterminds. So I usually do some masterminds in a year. And last year, December, I did one. She joined. And well, this is somebody, a doctor. She has, she has a hospital in Lagos and stuff. Has outlets also where she sells natural medicine and stuff like that, herbs and stuff. So she helps with fertility, all right? And at the time when she reached out doing that mastermind, her problem was that she was not attracting people who were willing to pay. Even though as a doctor, all she has invested, she said, Amber, I've invested in myself. I pay for coaching. I do not even shy away from, I pay. Why can't I attract people who will pay me? Why? What's really wrong? I said, don't worry, let's look at it together. And we looked at stuff together. She was selling consulting at 10,000 naira. So people come. So if you're already doing that, you're already attracting people who just come and pay 10,000 naira. You recommend you go and buy the medicine themselves and all that. I told her, you know what, we can't be doing that. Instead, let us raise your fee to 100K. And inside that consulting fee also includes an element of testing. We'll make it something that is worth 100K. Don't worry, it's not just meet with the doctor and go. No, let's revamp this initial offer. You don't have to do what everybody in your space is doing. Can we change things a bit? Oh yes, let's do it. As long as she was willing, I'm ready. Because sometimes we think we need to stick to the status quo. Sometimes you don't have to. You have your own hospital. What status quo are you fixing? I say, are you gumming yourself to? Start your own status quo, show. What are we talking about? So we increased the fee to 100K. And guess what? She came back. She said, Amber, now 100K did not work. Oh. I said, what happened? It was funny. She said, 100K. We put the price at that. Guess what? They started insulting my staff. They could not pay. They were insulting my staff. They will say, let me see the doctor. They were chancing. When they not see the doctor, they cannot talk. You could see that, Amber, I'm so angry. I don't even know what to do. I thought 100K was a solution. I said, calm down, don't worry. It did not work. So what should we do now? Let's look at it together. That's how we said, you know what, Dr. Shea, this 100K is not working. It means we're still attracting the same people. Very good. We need to close the door. How? We're increasing this fee from 100K to 2M. Yes. So we decided, you know what, let's step this thing up. This is not just come and go, come and go. Are you ready? She came in, she said, I'm ready for coaching. Let's do it. She joined my Maximize program. 3 months coaching, we got started. Now, Remember, the fee is now 2M. From 100K is now 2M. Something she was selling 10K. So we moved from 100K to 2M. This was me posting it on my Instagram. I posted the story, and in the comments, a lot of people were like, that's daring. Wow. At this time, we have not even taken action. We just changed the price to 2M. And I came out and declared it on my page to tell people to watch out. Now, guess what happened? This client did not just sell her offers at 2M. She sold at 2.8, almost 3M. Let me tell you what happened. She came into the group. She said, "Good afternoon, House and Amber. We just sold one of our premium plans." I said, "Wait, which one be one of? Explain this in English. What are you talking about?" Please break this down. Don't be doing all suspense like this. Full story and details, please. She started laughing. Then she goes on to say, "As we all know, my foundational structured program with Amber was I won't mention the program, which I believe would convert to. Remember what I tell them? When we do all of these shifts, the results may not come immediately. Give it time." So while she was giving it time, she now took the same strategies I taught her and applied it to another premium package. So see what she said here. I used the same method she taught to create other premium packages. I created a package tagged, I blurred out the name, at 2.8M. Amber isn't even aware I created another package higher than the one we have been working on. And today, a client paid for it. The package is tagged 2.8M. Amber isn't even aware I created a package with such amount, and she's laughing. Exactly. And this is what I'm talking about. Where you can understand these fundamentals strong enough that even if you are done with whatever Amber helps you create, you will go and create more things and the same strategies will work for you. That's what we're talking about, fundamentals that will last forever. Nothing shifts it. It is what it is. It is proven to work 20 years from now to keep working. She just knew exactly what to do, took it, and then applied it to something else, and it got results. As at the time, as at the time I posted this, because I went and shared it on my page, on my Instagram page. At the time I was sharing this client had already signed up another client at 3.5M. Now, this was somebody that was attracting people who will come in and pay 10K for consulting and will be fighting her staff even when she increased the price to 100K. Now she was now attracting higher caliber clients for the same service so she was offering. But now she knew how to package it better. She knew how to communicate it better to attract the people who are willing to pay premium. That's why I say you may not need to go back to school to go and upgrade your skills. This skill that you have right now, you can use it to attract premium clients. You just need to know how to position it right. Some people think it's about, maybe if I go to Cambridge, I'll be able to, they'll see Cambridge. It's not by that one. So maybe if I start doing private jet and snapping them in airplane, people will see that. It's not by that one. You may even do it now. People will be entering, "Please mentor me now. Please, ma, I love you. I love what you do. Can you be my sister? Can you be my senior sister and advise me?" You will even be attracting freebie seekers. So it's not by all those things. It is by these fundamentals. These things I am sharing with you tonight. All right? So you do this. Rework your messaging to stand out in a sea of sameness. There's too much sameness in your industry. Rework the way you stand out. You can't be same with everybody. Don't just give basic information like everyone else in your industry is giving. Give depth. Don't just be Google. Don't be Google. You can't compete with Google self. Right now we have ChatGPT. You can't even compete. Those platforms are intelligent. More intelligent than you can ever think. If you like the Einstein is not even as intelligent as ChatGPT. Yes. So you can't compete when it comes to information. This is why you should be deeper than information. It's not just about information, it's transformation. I can read ChatGPT, but will it transform my life? No. Will it take me from here to here? It will give me the information. But will it really help me move? No. I'll have to move by myself. Aim to become the 1% of the 1%. And a good way I like to explain this is an analogy that some of us maybe most of us will be able to relate with. You know where you have three of these people in our music industry: Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy. Some people Davido with FC, Wizkid FC, Burna Boy FC. They're always fighting. Who is number one? Who is number two? Who is number three? No, this one is number one. This one has Grammy. This one, everybody is fighting. Oh, no problem. Let them fight there. Then on this other side, you now have people like Sunny Ade. You have people like a Two-Face. The funniest thing that these two people I just mentioned are not in a queue. They are standing on their own. Sunny Ade, Two-Face. You cannot put one above the other, one below the other, one. They are 1% of their own 1%. They stand on their own line. Nobody's behind them. Nobody's in front of them. They are 1% of the 1%. These other ones here are fighting 1, 2, and 3, 3, 1, and 2. These ones here are on their own lane. If you even try and put Two-Face in this queue, people will even stone you. You say what? How can you keep Two-Face out of this conversation? That's what we're talking about here. How can you position yourself in a way that when people want to start calling people, your name is not even there? And your name is not there because you don't qualify. Your name is there because you're on your own queue. You are not on that fighting lane with them. You have your own yardstick of measurements. You are on your own queue. You're the only one on the queue. Nobody is behind you. Nobody is in front of you. You are the top 1% of the 1%. That's what we're talking about here. So aim for that. Position yourself so that you are seen as the 1% of the 1%. Nothing less. Now let's go to our final secret. Build this, not that. Now, what are we talking about? It doesn't matter how good your offer is or your authority, but if you keep doing what is comfortable, you will have a tough time selling your premium offers. Now, this should align with a lot of us here who have done the same thing over and over again and are not seeing results right now. You need to understand something. The market is shifting. A lot has shifted. If you keep hitting your head upon a rock, guess what will give way? It's your head, though, because that rock is not shifting. Many of us are applying strategies of 2020 in 2024. Now, 2025, they are still applying strategies that don't work today. Now, how do I differentiate this from fundamentals? Some things will last forever. Some things are just tactics that work for now. They may not work next year. They may not work 2 years from now. And many of those things are things you have become comfortable with. You need to start looking at things deeply and asking yourself some deep questions. Or else you keep having a tough time selling your premium offers. Now, most experienced coaches and experts, most experienced coaches or consultants spray and hope clients will come. If before, when you create content, people will just show up. Now, that may not just be enough. Now, even when you create content, nobody sees it because the algorithm got worse. So what do you do about that? Majority of people repeat the same old strategies that didn't work before. Yet, others who are not as good as you are seen out there as the best. People are telling them they are number one. You here, who is better, who has been around. Nobody knows that you are number one. Nobody knows you. Because you're doing the same old things that don't work. You're repeating things somebody taught you that you know is not functional today. Tactics that you know doesn't work for today's market. You have to always be top of your game. The fundamentals will remain, but how you apply it are the real questions here. To change this, you have to intentionally build a simple and repeatable system that will get you in front of new people every day. Simple, repeatable. This will increase your chances of being seen by premium clients. You need to figure out the 20% that works and repeat it consistently. You don't have to do everything in the book. I'm not telling you to aim for 100%. Do everything, dance, post all over or every channel, do emails, you might do everything and still not get results. Why don't you focus on the simple, repeatable things that will get you in front of the right people every day and get you to convert strangers to buyers in an instant? Simple, repeatable systems are what has helped me attract new people to my business who invest in my premium offers. Some of you here are just meeting me for the first time and you are already sold. Simple, repeatable system. A simple, repeatable system is what helps clients sign in high-level clients. Now, these clients of mine, and this is contrary to what a lot of us think works. Like somebody asked earlier, when she asked about ads, and I knew before we go in that direction, I had to nip it and mention that ads is not what brings results. Ads will amplify what is working or what is not working. If it's not working, ads will amplify it, and that's how it will not work at scale. If it works, ads will amplify it and it will work at scale. So ads is just an amplifier. It has no power of its own. Anything you give it to amplify, to get in front of more people. So you have a nonsense offer, ads will help you get a nonsense offer in front of more people. So you see, you can't stand alone. Now, this client of mine, when she reached out to work with me, she thought based on what everybody is telling her outside. Hey, you need to have a funnel, you need to have a this, you need to do photo shoots, you need to have a email list. Okay, she now came. Amber, I want to work with you. Let's work together. So now that I've paid you, so I want us to. I've already paid some guys also. As I paid you, I also paid some guys. They're setting up the website and the funnels for me. And so I want you to tell me what to put on those websites and funnels. So I'm going to tell them how to do it. I said, Auntie, wait. That's not how it works here. I know you've paid them, but can we do something? Can you tell them to pause? We don't need them now. We don't need to amplify what is not working. Let's sit down and go back to the roots, to the fundamentals. I know you've set up funnels. The guys are ready to run the funnels. You just want me to help you tell them what to do. Can you chill? Don't put the cart before the horse. Can we look at the key fundamentals you need to be doing first before you start setting up all those abracadabra? Now, I'm not saying those things are bad, they are good, but again, those things amplify. You need to have something that is working before you set a strong, solid, expensive funnel to it. You need to have something that is working before you scale with such an expensive funnel. But we don't even have what's working and we're already creating funnel. Chill. Let's start with the simple funnels. It's simple, you have an offer, you put it in front of the people, they buy. Simple 3 steps that don't need any money. We don't need to spend any money to achieve that. Can we start with that? Oh, good, no problem. I'll tell them to wait. Fine. She goes out there, tells the funnels guy, can you chill? When I need you, I'll let you know. So they chill. So what do? We go back to the drawing board. We fix a lot of her positioning, her offer, her messaging, how she shows up, every fundamental, how she sells, her framework for delivery, everything, we fix it. And she goes out there and starts selling premium without even having a website yet, without even having an expensive, complex funnel yet, without even having an email list yet, without even having any of those abracadabra, without even doing a photo shoot. So this was me following up on her to ask her. So, and this is interesting how some of you may know the platform called Seller, where you can sell online courses and all. I was able to help, I'm able to help my clients realize that, see, these platforms, use the easy one you can see. Oh, Seller, let's use it. You don't have to overthink things now. Can you get started and start selling? Then you can use the money you have made to start creating the big stuff, the big expensive funnels. Not the one you go and create funnel from your pocket. Spend money on big funnels from your pocket and then you can't sell. Let's sell first. Then as your business is building, you can amplify by creating those sophisticated funnels. Those, spend a lot of money on the ads and do all the abracadabra. You can scale. Those things will help you scale. But you can't scale what you have not even grown. So this was me following up on her to ask her, so how is it doing now? How much is your offer going and are you still selling on Seller? So I asked her how much is it and do your clients pay direct on Seller? And this was just a normal chat and I cropped it out to share with you. She says, so I have currently 3 one-to-one clients, each at $5,000. Now, this is not Naira. One-on-one clients, 3 of them paying her $5,000. And the second line where she wrote, and 10 current clients in my group program, each at 550K. If you're a mathematician here, you understand the math we're talking about. All of this being done without her needing a sophisticated funnel. Now, you can reach a stage in your business where you can be focusing on the sophisticated funnels when you are at that stage of scaling. But if you haven't gotten a consistent, repeatable system in place that gets clients in your door, you can't be skipping that and going to put the cart before the horse. You need to put things in the right order. Start with what is most important. Start with what you have easily accessible to you and sell. Make money first. Then you can apply the profit you've made, you can now use it to build all the fancy stuff. That's what I preach. So I'm able to help clients at different levels. At this level where you are getting all the things, you are building your business to have repeatable systems. Then I also help clients who have they built their business, now they want to scale. Then we can now talk. We can talk about funnels, we can talk about what can we start with the basics for you so that you get good standing, good footing. Don't put the cart before the horse. Now, correcting clients owes this another client. Correcting her system got her signing up higher quality clients into her coaching program. Now, when this client reached out to work with me, she's a fish farmer. So she's able to help people at scale, to set up their fish farming business. This one is not even just small, small. She has a big, mighty, massive fish farm. But you see the problem, her system was attracting the wrong clients. For her kind of business, she should be attracting people who are doing big, large scale farming. But for some reason, she was not. And so when she reached out to me, she thought her problem was a messaging problem. I told her, messaging, yes, but something more fundamental is at stake here. Something is deeper here. It is your system of client attraction. It's how the people you are bringing in the door. So I got into this conversation with her, and I wanted to know, okay, the people you brought in the door, they are signing, but it's just that you want more. Good. Can we even look at the ones who signed before? So in assessing the ones who even signed before, we found out that out of 100% of people who were signing up for a coaching program, only 5% were getting results. So the 95% will just come and learn and go. They were not implementing, they were not getting results. And so we need to dig deeper. What's really going on here? And this is what we realized. She was attracting a wrong breed. So this was already affecting her system of client attraction. She was attracting people who they did not even have money to set up fish farming. They were just coming to learn just for learning's sake. And this is a problem. If they're coming to learn for learning's sake, they will never implement. And if they never implement, it means they will never come back with results. And you need those results so that you sell to more people. So we knew that we needed to change the system and take out a lot of things that were attracting these wrong people. And so we fixed everything and she came back. Hello, Amber. It was, asked her, how did your next set of sign-ups go? She said, I had over 170 sign-ups, which was important. But what was most important was this. She said, the right messaging was able to help me filter people from the get-go. Only those who were capable to set up registered. Thank you for the reorientation and for fixing my messaging. Only those who were capable to set up registered. Now she's having higher level of results, higher percentage of results. Because she's now attracting the people who are willing to do the work. And those people are willing to get results. Recently, I saw an ad. And I was like, this is my client. I went to her page. Behold, she's no more even attracting people in this kind of. People are traveling from across Nigeria, lodging in hotels for her fish farming training. These are people who already have fish farms and are coming to be trained on one thing or the other that they're missing out, that they haven't gotten clear. She has, again, repositioned to attract higher level people. So she has even skipped a lot of this arguing or going back and forth, the people filtering. She's now attracting the right people. See, this is what we're talking about scale. This is what we're talking about. You've stepped beyond basics. You are now scaling. Your business has to grow before it scales. You have to do the right things, then you do it massively. Simple. If you neglect these things I've mentioned in your own business, it will be difficult to attract premium clients. So you need to fix your system or you create a new system. And it doesn't have to be complex. I don't teach complexities. If you listen to my clients, they'll tell you Amber's process is simple. Amber, you are so simple in your approach. You'll see a lot of the key word simple is in all my testimonials. Simple, simplicity, simple, because I don't believe in complex. All right. And these systems will help you win, even if you have never sold an offer before, even if you have little followers. My clients, they don't even 1,000 followers or 2,000, you will not see followers. Even if they have little followers, they're still seeing clients. Low engagements. Even if you have low engagement, nobody's commenting. Your page is like a ghost zone. That's not what matters here. Like I said earlier, the clients who pay may not necessarily engage. Some people who pay me, the best clients who have paid to work with me, they don't even engage my people. 99% of the clients who have worked with me don't engage on my posts. They are silent lockers. They lock silently, then you come in the DM and pay. I have never seen their comments before. Even if you have no email list, even if you have no website, till date, I'm able to sell my offers without. I have a website, but I hardly use it to sell my offers. Because maybe for some reason, like I like saying, maybe it's even me proving to people that you don't, these are not the things that shift the needle. You can use them for scale, but it may not be what you need to get a client to pay right now. Now, I need you to do this. Come up with a repeatable way to get in front of new people every day. Every day. Simple, repeatable way. 2, filter the people who come in right from your messaging and content. Messaging you put out, the content you put out should be your first filtering system. Remember what I said about my content, my messaging, how people are already convinced that even if my door is wide open, it's not everybody that comes in. My messaging has already done the work. So that you know already that if you're coming in, you already know that you can pay Amber. 3, make your buying and onboarding process very easy. Cut out every complexity. Those things drive people away. Make it simple and straightforward. All right? Now, everything I've told you today, you can achieve on your own. But if you feel in some way you may have a tough time piecing it all together and you want to avoid making expensive mistakes or making too many trial and errors, please get help. Please get help. You don't have to do it all on your own. For instance, maybe you need help to upgrade the offer you currently sell. You need help to set up the right systems that would work for your type of market, your audience. You need help to simplify the way you sell and still attract premium clients. Maybe you have complex methods, you want to simplify them, make it simpler. Maybe you need help to on what to say in your content to attract the people who will pay you premium. Maybe you need help, on you want to know what will work for your business and what will not work. Because most times you can't see everything in full picture. You need somebody else to look at things from a 10,000 feet point of view. Or like area point of view. Sometimes when you're driving, you can't see some blind spots. You need somebody else. Maybe it's the person in the passenger seat that will see it for you. Sometimes you can't see the back of your head. You need somebody that will see it for you. Sometimes you can't brainstorm on your own. You've done it for too long. You need someone to brainstorm with. You are the leader of your business. You are the master strategist. Everybody is coming. Your team members are coming to brainstorm with you. You don't have anybody to brainstorm with. So you keep repeating the same things and you don't have headway. You need to sit with somebody and get the help that you need. Get to, snowball your ideas. Get somebody to examine them with you and tell you what is working and what's not working. Maybe you need to know exactly what to stop doing, what you should start doing, and what you should continue doing, what you should eliminate. All of those things you may need, right? Getting experienced help with these things will cut out excess time of doing trial and error, and you don't have that time, Before you know, we have entered 2025. The question is, are you going to stick to doing the same things you've been doing that didn't yield results? You need to have better strategies. This quarter is almost over. There's still a lot you can do to make this quarter end well, to make this year end on a good note. There's so much you can do. We are not at the end yet. We are not at the finish line. We still have November, we have December. There's so much, and there's a lot of money right now in the system. There's a lot of money. All right? So what you need is direct access to someone who has succeeded at what you want to achieve so you can collapse time and start seeing results. Collapse time and start seeing results. The access you will get will help you achieve this, a clear process on what to do, and not this confusion right here. You can't dwell here. By getting help, that confusion in your mind right now, you need to sit with somebody who will help you get a clear path to the results that you seek, not to further confuse yourself. All right? Now, what matters is that you are able to get to a place where you attract more premium clients to your high ticket offer, you elevate your authority, you achieve more by doing less, you multiply your revenue and scale your business, you achieve results for clients, and you make great impact. These are the kind of things you want. You need help to take you here, and not here where you are selling offers no one is buying. You are spending the next few months doing trial and error. You are in the same position you were when others that came after you are excelling, they are going forward. You are still where you are. Please don't be that person. Or you're losing out on what you could have achieved just because you refuse to get help. Don't be that person. All right. Now I'm offering you an opportunity to assess my expertise. I've been coaching for not 7 years, 8 years now, 8+ years since 2016. I can relate with what you have been through. You've seen my story, you've seen my results. You know this isn't fluff. You know I'm not just talking nonsense here. You know you don't want to do this on your own. You know. All right. What would your business be like if I come into your business and I change a couple of things for you, give you clarity, give you direction on exactly what you should do to turn things around? I'm sure you would want that. Would you want that? Where everything is all bundled up in here, and sometimes you don't know what your next step should be. And you need somebody, me in this case, come and help you streamline and get clear direction, lay out clear steps, tell you what you should do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Lay it all out for you in a way that you can implement. I want you to imagine what your life and business could look like in the next 3 to 6 months, where I come into your business and I help you fix things. And then you start seeing clients eager to pay premium to work with you instead of going to chase your competition. They see you. If before you were invisible, now they are seeing you. They're coming forward. Take my money. That's what we're talking about. All right. So I'm going to make you a quick, easy, no-brainer offer to get you started. And I'm not talking about my coaching offers. No, this one is a quick fix for you, a quick solution to get you actionable steps to implement on right away. All right. And the idea is for you to book a 2-hour one-on-one exclusive session with me. You saw the example I gave about the lady Omua who booked a session with me and she got results where only her sister was patronizing her, and eventually people started attracting clients. That person did not even go to coaching, only from a one-on-one session with me. I've had many clients like that who, from one-on-one session with me, they already knew what to do going forward. So you may be that person who wants to sit with me for just 2 hours. This session, I usually give it for 90 minutes, but because of this, I'll be doing it for 2 hours. So book a 2-hour session with me, just you and I. Remember, this session has been more of me talking to all of you, like a blanket approach. Now let's go more granular, me and you alone. Let's 2 of us, me and you, sit down and analyze your offers. Map out your premium solution and the clients who will pay you premium. Clarify, pick out the one that will be your surgery. Let's lay it all out. I'm not going to hide anything from you. I'm going to lay it all out for you. All right. Map out a step-by-step action plan for you to implement. Step by step, what you should do going forward. And not just that, after the session, you will have free DM access to ask me any question, to get support, to ask me any question that you, in fact, from our meetings, maybe you have more questions that come up, you still have access to me for 5 days. All right. The session will also be recorded and the video will be sent to you so you can rewatch on your own. You can download it, rewatch it over and over again. So usually this session would go for $197. Equivalent of that in Naira right now, if you calculate that, is about over 300K. All right. Now, I won't give it to you at that price. All right. I'm going to give you a quick discount here, and it's only for those of you who are here. All right. And it's only valid tonight. All right. So book a 2-hour one-on-one exclusive session with me. Instead of paying over 300K, you are going to only be paying 165K. So by that, I've shaved off over 160K for you. So you're only paying 165K to sit with me for 2 hours. Let's table your business down, me and you only, together on a video call, laying out everything you've been doing wrong and correcting you so that you do things right going forward. All right. 165K. I can only offer a few spots. So if you want your spot with me, my calendar is open right now. Just DM me the word exclusive right now on Instagram. My Instagram handle is @IDareNotDread, or you can send it in a WhatsApp. There's a WhatsApp message you all received telling you about this session. So you can also message the same WhatsApp. Send the word, that's our magic word. Just send exclusive and we'll know that it's you. We'll know that you were in this session. So that's the magic word for everyone who was in this session. Send the word exclusive right now. Receive payment details, 165K. Pay and lock in your spot on my calendar. Let's meet together, me and you, one-on-one. So go ahead and do that if you are interested, and let's get started right away. Let's lock in your spot, and you choose a date that's convenient for you on the calendar, and both of us will meet one-on-one. All right. So at this point, I would like to open up if we have any questions. All right. If we have any questions, feel free to ask right now. And if you want to book, go ahead and book exclusive. Send the word exclusive. That's the magic word. Once you send it, I'll know you were here, and you'll be given the details to make payment, 165K. Pay, you'll be given the link to lock in your spot, and both of us will meet and lay out a clear action plan for you, personalized to you and your business to implement and get results. All right, so this is the point where I open up the floor for questions. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Absorbent mind, Montessori, education, please, can you give example on the message? What message? I'm confused. What's the question? What message? What message? Oluwatosin says, do you think I can sell high ticket offers to beginners? I don't know who you are now. I don't know who you are. What do you do? You've not given me context, so I don't know. But if the question is about if anyone can sell high ticket offers to beginners, the answer is yes. The question is which beginner? Which beginner? Everything still falls back to positioning. Everything still falls back to positioning. Beginner writers, of course, everything still falls back to positioning. What are you selling to them? Is it a surgery or a plaster? Is it you have to still see, are you telling me those who go and pay a surgeon, they've had surgery before? Some of them, they are doing it for the first time, but they paid. So it's not a matter of beginner or not. You just need to know exactly what the person wants and package it right and position yourself right, and you'll be able to sell. So even if it's a beginner, yes. The question is, what beginner? All right. So do we have more questions? Do we have more questions? Do we have more questions? More questions. I'm not sure I understood your question when you said, can you give example on the message? Absorbent. I'm not sure I understood what that meant. What message are you talking about? What message are you talking about? Do we have more questions? Any questions? Any questions? More questions? So I'll be looking here at the chat also. Any questions? Any questions? Are we clear? Are we good? Are we good? So send the word exclusive if you want to book a session with Amber, and let us lock in your spot ASAP. ASAP. So any questions? I think because of there's a bit of a delay, so I'm far ahead in the delivery of this session. And so that means some people are still watching as we go. But whatever the case is, you know where to find me. And if you want to book a session, just send the word exclusive on my Instagram at I Dare Not Dread. Send it to at I Dare Not Dread. All right. Send it to at I Dare Not Dread. Or you can send it as a reply to the WhatsApp message you got reminding you of the session. Just send it to the WhatsApp message. My number on WhatsApp is 08137 674919. I'm dropping that in the comments. 08137674919. So if you drop it there, you have my assistant will send you the details. You go ahead and pay and lock in your spot. All right. Oluwatosin, for example, beginner writers. I think I got that. Yes. Or Okay, I'm repeating the what I saw earlier. Anyways, do we have any questions? We just have maybe 5 minutes. We'll wrap this up. 5 minutes and we leave here. Let's wrap this up. 5 minutes. Do we have any questions? Any questions? Any question? Any question? Any question? So, how has this landed for you? Feedback. What was this like for you? Let me also hear from you what this felt like. What was the session like for you? Did you get something? I'm sure you did. So, let's hear it. I'm sure you got value. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Today, what happened now? Is it a cold evening? Or you're thinking in everything that was taught, everything that was said, you are digesting it. I mean, all well and good. So, if you want to reach out to me, you can send me a DM on Instagram at I Dare Not Dread. It was eye opening. Thank you. So, you can send me a DM at I Dare Not Dread. If you want to make inquiries or anything, feel free to send a DM at I Dare Not Dread on Instagram. All right, and reach out. If you want to book the session, go ahead and send the word exclusive. Get details on how to pay. Go ahead and lock in your spot. The offer is only valid for tonight. If you don't get it down, you'd need to pay the full fee. So go ahead and book your spot, and let's lock in that right away. And we'll meet and dissect your business together. I'm here, willing to give you everything I have. Just feel free to enter my brain. 2 hours with me, everything you need, ask. Everything we need to dissect, we dissect it right there. I have nothing to hold back. I'm going to give you everything you need. All right? We're going to dissect, get it all clear, clear steps on what to do going forward. I'm willing to do that with you. All right. So I want to thank you all for making it here. And it was great having you all here. And I hope you're able to take many of the things I've taught you today, apply it into your coaching, consulting, or service business, and get the results that you seek. And please don't shy away from help. If you know you've been doing this all on your own, maybe you need an external point of view. I may not be in the same space that you do, which is why it is good because I have an objective view to things. In the past few months doing this, I've been able to meet with people from different fields. I thought about it a few days on my post. I talked about how the other day I met with a psycho-oncologist. She helps people who are who are trying to, she survived cancer and is trying to help people to also survive cancer. Like I've never had to live with anybody who has had to survive cancer or anything like that. So it was interesting, even me understanding what she's into, and even to help her get the answers that she sought. Because I could look at things objectively. This is what makes what I do so beautiful, because you are allowed to be the expert at what you do. I'm not going to compete that with you. You are the expert. Be the doctor, be the lawyer, be the expert. I am the expert at marketing. I'm the expert at sales. I'm going to help you position it right to sell it to the market who needs you. So let's co-create. Let's sit down and brainstorm together. You bring your expertise. Me, I'll bring my marketing angle and my experience in the space, selling high tickets. And together we will talk through how you can sell your expertise. Allow me to do that with you. So go ahead and book, send the word exclusive. Let's meet up and trash things together and lay out a step-by-step action plan for you to implement going forward. And you also have access to me 5 days after that. In case any questions come up while you're watching the videos or what, I'm already available for you in the DM to answer any questions that may come up. So thank you again, everyone, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening or night ahead, or daytime, whatever time it is from wherever you are. Have a wonderful, wonderful day or night ahead. All right. Bye, everyone. See you.